Hopefully, when the game does eventually load, it won't be at an awkward moment. Oh, okay. Yeah. 45 seconds. Alright, no problem. We're in. That's all that matters. And I'm gonna go ahead and move this real quick. Okay, there we go.
30 seconds until minions.
And I'm gonna have to switch these around. A little something. Whoa. Did not mean to switch these around. Okay. There. Okay. That looks better. Alright, so we're in. And okay, so it looks like the blue team very much interested in protecting their own blue buff, not making a move into the other jungle. Not surprised, as the purple team does have 2 stuns at level 1, so nobody wants to get caught out. Looks like it's going to be pretty safe from the start. Junglers just taking their own resources. And it doesn't look like there'll be any lane swaps either. Blue team might get to lane a little late. Oh, no. It's not going to really matter. Blue team is leashing for Smiteless, so both lanes will probably get around there at the same time. So, well, actually, MF, the faster of the 4, so she'll get to lane first. And Onivia's going to have to play carefully at lower levels. Not the strongest of laners. She does do a lot of damage, though. Oh, J4 coming in. He doesn't have red buff, and Darius doesn't have pull, but he still flashes because he probably wouldn't have made it to his tower before he died. Darius would have just ignited him. So that's already bad for Renekton. His flash is down. He's going to have to play very careful. Does not want to snowball Dyrone. He will make life very uncomfortable for Renekton if he snowballs. Oh, Jarvan getting caught in the jungle. And Xin does have red. He's dead. See ya. Ooh. Very overconfident by J4. Got caught in the wrong part of town. Paid for it. So, first blood and who got the first blood? Did Renekton get it? Yes, he did. So that means that he basically took the blue buff. And so Renekton with basically who's a resourceless champion other than cooldowns, he can just spam to his heart's content now. Plus he picked up the extra gold and experience. So that's really going to help him out. He's going to be able to go back and buy soon and pick up some juicy items. Luckily, J4 didn't have his red yet, though, so he didn't lose the red, at least. That would have been all kinds of disastrous for Kage no Jigoku if he had to fight a Renekton with double buff. Ooh, the combos. Nothing really Darius can do about that. He just has to eat that and back off. Chug his potions. Both tops do have red elixir, though, so all-inning is going to be a little hard, depending. Renekton also used his Ignite, so although he does get the nice damage boost from the passive, assuming that he took the mastery for it, Darius having Ignite is going to make him a little bit stronger. Jarvan getting caught out again, and the lack of flash is might really start catching up to him at this point if he's going to keep getting caught like that. Basically, he only has one escape in his combo, which is mana dependent and also cooldown dependent, and there's also the possibility that it might glitch out or not work, so not having that flash could be really dangerous. Oh, J4 getting low at the wolves. Okay, he looks like he's okay though. Bottom lane pretty even. CS 4 CS advantage to Ezreal, but the big story right now is the junglers. J4 behind right now, meaning that he's going to have to spend a little more time CSing to catch up in gold, which is going to allow the purple team to play a little bit more aggressive. Insta-cleanse from MF, And that'll be the end of that engage, but now they can tell Xin Zhao that the cleanse is on cooldown. MF also running low on mana, probably spamming double ups. Ooh, and Katarina takes a tower shot, so that trade not as great as it could have been. And looking at the CS in top, Dyrone getting out CS'd by quite a bit. Darius definitely suffering from those trades. And it looks like both junglers have picked up the Madrids. Anivia ignited. She will not die, but she will probably have to peace out because she does not want to lose her rebirth passive just yet. Oh, Katarina going really deep for her. Didn't kill her though. They can turn on this. Oh, but Anivia has no mana. It's going to be up to J4 still chasing her though. Oh my gosh. Oh, and in bottom lane, Xin picks up the kill and J4 runs into two people. He's gone. Anivia just needs to get out, or she'll just die too. And Darius unable to do anything. So yeah, there was some action bottom, but I switched the camera back because I wanted to see what would happen to Cat. And Xin Zhao did come in and gank. The cleanse being down, a big deal. And it looks like MF did blow both bottom for the blew their flash, so big disadvantage right now. Ezreal still has both of his summoners, looking very strong right now. I'm a Hero is reeling right now. Geopro putting in work in all the lanes. And despite Anivia having to leave lane, she's still not too far behind in CS. And Xin did tax some of it, so Xin continuing to pull away from J4. The teleport not really coming into effect at all yet. And again, this just relieves pressure off the map for the purple team because J4 is so weak and has to farm now. It really cuts down the likelihood that he's going to want to gank. Especially also since the laners are starting to pull ahead too in items. As you can see, Ezreal with the bilge water already. Darius going back for double Dolan's Blade. Very interesting buy. Double Doran's. Double Doran's usually not considered all that great of an investment anymore. It's a huge gold sink now. One is usually the preferred. But we'll see how it pays off. Renekton, with those 2 kills, picking up Jarvan both times, has already gotten the parts for his Sunfire Cape. And that's going to be really good for him. Oh, and he got the... And I also forgot to note that he picked up the red, so... Hard times for Darius. All of this basically resulting off of the jungler getting caught. And speaking of getting caught, they are going to go ham for this. Okay, Darius gets away. Xin has to flash out. And they can't really turn this. Renekton is just too tanky. Oh, nice flash, but doesn't get the dice. Can he settle for Jarvan? Darius can't really afford to turn around. Ooh, that was really risky by Darius going back in. He could have died for that, but Xin wasn't close enough to follow up. Whew. So yeah, J4 and Darius really fortunate to get out of that with no casualties. And as they clear the wave away, hopefully the lanes will continue to reset. Katarina left alone in mid, so she will get that free farm. Whoa, Renekton, please! Oh, he's gone though. Oh, I don't know if that was worth it. A streak for a kill and an assist? A little overzealous, but he might be able to put that gold to use. We'll see. He should definitely be close to his Sunfire though. And that's going to be kind of GG for top. I don't know if Darius will ever be able to 1v1 him now. And again, Cat left alone in mid, so she will do the roam. But Bottom lane spotted her out with the wards, so they will back out and avoid a dive. Anivia finally going back to mid. Anivia with the chalice. And Katarina going for early penetration. So we'll see how that goes for her. She does have an assist on Anivia, despite being behind by a little in CS. Okay, J4 takes his second red. See if he can make some plays. Teleport will be down for quite a bit though, so if he's gonna gank somebody, he's gonna have to do it legit. Still no plays being made for Dragon. Purple team with no vision in the river. So Jarvan's just gonna come, but Ezreal should be fine. Is he gonna E out? Ezreal not Eing out for some reason. Okay, now he E's, but too little, too late. I'm guessing that his E must have been on cooldown because he just didn't try to escape until it was way too late. Good CC combinations and chasing by the blue team. They get another kill as Katarina comes down and just basically throws gold at right in their face. Unfortunately, MF had to cancel the ult, but it was a good decision. You don't want to just waste time bullet timing nothing, so she was able to help in the kill right there. So pretty sizable throw by Geopro right now. They basically lost the strong advantage that they had in the beginning of the game. Darius going for the pull, ignite. You gonna dunk him? No dunk. So the ignite kind of wasted. So that's unfortunate. Darius, if Darius had the mana for that, I'm pretty certain that he would have went for the dunk right there. But amidst all the confusion, purple team still able to take the Dargon. So that's great for them. Their gold lead is back up to 3k. And they just need to kind of play solid and not get too overconfident. The game's not over yet, despite their lead in the lanes. Renekton continuing to just surpass Darius in CS, up now by almost 40. And his tower is almost finished too, which is going to allow him to roam. He definitely has his Sunfire now, and he's going to go back to collect. And like I said before, Katarina being monoless doesn't really need the blue. The cooldowns are nice, but Xin will make better use of it, I think. Stun missing right there. J4 going hard though. Can Katarina get out? It looks like she's gonna. Yeah, she does live. And she's trying to find a good time to come back in. Oh, nice flash, but Anivia might pay for it with her life. Good stun by Leona to peel for her. Taric stunning Leona, that's a little interesting. And they will proc Anivia's Rebirth passive. A very long and messy fight, and blue team with a 3 for nothing. I mean, technically they popped Anivia's passive, but that's not a kill, so overall, big trade for the blue team. Oh, the face checks. Well, actually, that technically wasn't a face check. Darius had that warded, so he knew he was there. Full bleed stacks on Renekton, but he don't care. He got that Sunfire cape, lots of armor, and he has the tab eye, so he can take those, no problem. But yeah, that 3-for-0 exchange in mid, they got the tower, so both mid towers are gone, and on the outers, and yeah, more gold for the blue team. What was a 3k gold lead? Now about a less than 2k. We'll just say that. Leona wandering up top. Bottom lane went down already, so she doesn't really have to worry about that for the moment. There is a big wave pushing though, so MF gonna go down to pick all that free gold up. Renekton continuing to farm, and his team really needs to start thinking about grouping so that Renekton can take advantage of the lead he has right now before Darius catches up. Oh, J4. Oh boy. Oh, I wish he had waited on that true shot barrage. He probably would have been able to see where Jarvan was going. Because when you know that somebody doesn't have flash and you know what their only escape option is, you could definitely wait for them to telegraph the jump. But nonetheless, J4 will get out by the skin of his teeth. But yeah, they really don't want to allow Darius to catch up. They don't want to allow Jarvan to catch up either. Right now, with a Locket of the Iron Solari, Merc Treads, 2 Merc Treads, and a Wriggles, Xin Zhao definitely in a better spot right now. Nice initiation by Katarina. She will go down to the tower, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, they are in between 2 towers. This is very dangerous. Darius will get out, barely. And the purple team they be throwing. Ugh. Triple kill, and Torek will have to run because he's fabulous, but not fabulous enough to take them all on. So again, Geopro just really trying to force these fights. And between 2 towers, I mean, they're kind of tanky-ish, but not tanky enough to take 2 towers, one from the front, one from the back. So, much needed gold, again, for the blue team, and now it's practically even. Blue team checking out the Dargan, but it's not rezzed yet. And let's see, we have Blade of the Ruined King on Misfortune and Ezreal. No surprise there, that item extremely popular. It's gotten to the point now where people have to build Blade of the Ruined King to essentially counter the other AD carry as the AD carry. So it has been mentioned, I believe, that the Riot said that they will be hotfixing this item as soon as possible. And the support's pretty much in the same place, same items, all the way down to the pink wards. And yeah, Darius not going for damage, going for survivability. Picked up the Giant's Belt just to help him stay alive long enough to dunk more people. And Jarvan working on a Phage. I'm not sure if that's the item he needs right now. I am not a J4 main though, so I cannot be sure. We'll see if it pays off for him or not. Xin Zhao initiates, but he's in the middle of a lot of blue players, and he is gonna get dunked. Oh my gosh. Ults being blown left and right. And Darius still alive! No, but he can't hold on. And oh my gosh. Misfortune, you are finito. Good night. Oh, almost got him with the Q. Rebirth is procced, and Anivia can do Nathan's hot dogs about this. She just has to take the death. So another chaotic team fight just exploding in mid. Everybody just going in ham. And the blue team with that item, and the purple team with that item advantage, and without the tower aggro to worry about, they are still the stronger team. So that's why they came out on top there. Renekton putting in so much work. That Sunfire Cape plus his ult. The Lizard Wizard is very powerful right now. Although he's not really a wizard because, you know, he's not really running AP, but still. And Ezreal with double buffs now. Has a good CS lead on MF. The kills and the deaths are kind of even-ish, but we'll see what he picks up with his gold. And Xin continuing to gain more gold in the jungle. The blue buffs are his to take at this point. And yeah, this is kind of getting out of control for the blue team. They really have to either find a pick or pick a better spot to fight, not get caught out. They also need to start focusing someone that's not Xin Zhao and Renekton, because yeah, it's true that Xin kind of got caught in a bad spot with 4 people, but he's so tanky right now with that locket. he's not going to be going down fast. And it just gave Ezreal all the time in the world to just shoot people from the outside. That and with the auras from Taric, giving them even more defenses. Whew, Renekton with that Warmogs, making him even more tanky. More survivability. He's just going to be able to dive in head first and just not care. Okay, so looking again at the gold, we see that Renekton 8.7 to Darius's 5.6, so big difference there. Anivia is ahead of Katarina in gold. Katarina hasn't picked up any kills, but her initiation has been enough. Oh wow, J4 getting caught out, but his team is there, so nothing will come of that, thankfully. Whoa, Leona warding very dangerously right there, very risky. Doesn't get punished for it though, so all good. Wards coming out all over the place. Whoever gets the drop on who is going to be very important. Renekton fighting Darius, but it's not going to be one-on-one for long. The blue team has caught him. If they can take him out, that'll be a huge play. Dunk him, bro. Send him to the cleaners. Oh, but here comes the rest of purple team. Life bars are melting. Oh my gosh, blue team just might get 4v5'd. Yeah, they're getting 4v5. The passive is not up yet. Anivia is dead. So dead. So they got the dunks and all the ults on Renekton, but because of that, they had nothing left when the rest of the team showed up, and they just destroyed them. It just took too much resources to take down Renekton. Even though that was a good way to start, they probably should have tried to disengage or let somebody just sacrifice themselves so they could run, because they just didn't have the power to fight the rest of the team at that point. Because looking across the board at their items, they're only now starting to build tankiness, whereas the purple team has had survivability for a while, so that's why the health bars are just melting. That penetration from Katarina is really starting to cut through right now, and it's really melting people despite the fact that she's 1-5 and 8. Very dangerous. And it looks like Miss Fortune's working on her Infinity Edge, whereas Ezreal has already completed a static Shiv, so he'll have a large amount of attack speed. And he has a BF sword, which I'm guessing he'll turn into Infinity Edge. The old build used to be like attack damage item like BT into Trinity Force, but times have changed. Trinity Force not as popular anymore. They did nerf it, so hence these new builds. Xin Zhao going even more defensive with Aegis of the Legion. He has... I don't think he doesn't have the rest of the parts. He doesn't have the no magic yet, but he's very close to his to completing it in to the bulwark, which will be really, really good for his team. They can just all huddle around him and they can all be kind of tanky together. Ooh, that proc coming out from Ezreal's Q, tasing the team. And the gold count is about 3 to 4k difference, but I think that the blue team is one bad fight away from losing an inhibitor at this point. So they really have to pick their battles wisely. Okay, let's see. Darius was able to finish his Randuins, which is nice. He needs all the armor that he can get right now. Oh wow, J4 going to check with his flag and gets chunked for about a quarter of his life. That's not a good way to start. They really need to be careful of how badly they get poked down before they fight. Also, Anivia does not have blue buffs, so she's not going to be able to hold these waves for long. Her mana will expire shortly. And she wants to make sure that she has enough to get at least one spell rotation off. So definitely not a good spot right now for the blue team. Oh, Nivea trying to wall out Tarek for a possible catch, but nothing will come of it. Wards everywhere. Whoa, Leona, where are you walking? Walks right into damage. True Shot Barrage comes off. The disengage with the Nivea stun. Oh, Renekton is like, screw the disengage. It's time. Oh, but a nice wall says, don't think so. Puts an end to that chase. And now Renekton's ulti is down. It will not be available if they choose to go in again, so might be a good time to consider fighting. Tarek gets caught, but has to flash out, but he's so tanky with all of his armor. Doesn't go down. J4 forcing the engage, but oh my gosh, just too much tank, too much damage. Not enough tank on the blue team. They are just melting. Katarina goes down, but does not really matter at this point. Yeah, they just have to run away. Whereas they did only lose Katarina, but a bunch of the front line for Geopro is very much hurt. So they will probably not be able to take an inhibitor off of that. They will not be able to push. It'll just reset everything. Everybody will go back to buy. And we'll wait for the next skirmish. Alright, so after the fight, Ezreal goes bottom. With all that attack speed, takes that tower for free. Good objective right there. Getting those outer turrets out of the way is always a great thing. And let's see. Yeah. They caught Tarek, but he was just too tanky. They didn't have enough damage to insta-jib him, so that was just a really rough place to fight. The J4 ulti came down, but Renekton and Xin Zhao just too much beefiness at this point. They don't really care if they're stuck in the ulti or not. Leona getting stunned out. Tarek burns ulti. They want to kill her. And down she goes. Punishing Leona for overextending just to ward. And yeah, they're going to start Baron here. J4 is not in position. He's all the way by his raids. Whereas the whole purple team is there and ready. I don't think there's much that the blue team could do to stop this, honestly. Tarek's going to just hold them off. Yep. And blue team knows that they got it, so they need to run for their lives. Anivia wall coming out just to make sure that they don't get chased through. This is going to make purple team's siege that much more dangerous. So that effectively puts the pause button on I'm a Hero. They cannot fight right now. They were having such a hard time fighting them before, and with the Baron regen and all the stats it gives, they definitely cannot fight right now. They have to wait for it to wear off. Whew. That Ezreal Q just chunking J4. J4 still with no real armor to speak of. All he has for armor is the Wriggles. And in situations like this, J4's teleport really not able to come into play. Really would have been better if he took Flash. And again, this is one of the reasons why you don't see teleport junglers too often. Especially on an initiating jungler like Jarvan, Flash is pretty big. Purple team just sapping them of as many resources as possible as the siege continues. Anivia does have blue buff though, so she will be able to hold this off, I think, for a good amount of time. J4 needs to stop getting poked for free though. The more poke that he gets, the more it's going to encourage them to want to just go for it. And looking at all the ults, all ults are available, so this next fight's going to be explosive whenever it comes. About to hit the 30-minute mark here. The gold lead increasing by a large amount after that Baron pickup. They might look to take it on this wave. Ezreal just hitting the tower. Needs to watch out for that Anivia ult though. He is taking damage over time as long as he stands in that, so really needs to be careful. He needs to lifesteal off of these creeps. Renekton should really just let Ezreal lifesteal off of that. And then looking at the items. Oh, forget the items. We got an initiation going. They're diving. Jarvan ult goes down. Demacia. But purple team just too strong. That Baron buff, but the regen, and all the ultimates coming down. They just can't last. And yeah, this is probably gonna be an inhibitor and then some. They might swing bottom. There is a big wave pushing. Yeah, they're making a beeline for the bottom. They see it. Renekton actually going to split push. Not a bad idea. At this point with the death timers, blue team can't really do anything. Purple team probably not looking to fight. Yeah, they're just gonna back out. Let Renekton do his thing. Play it safe. Xin Zhao robbing them of further resources, taking away the red, giving it to Ezreal. And yeah, purple team is probably going to go back to buy and just do one final push for the win. With the super minions coming down the middle and increasing the strength of the other minions in the remaining lanes, blue team is going to be hard pressed to defend the siege. So they're in a very tough spot right now. Dragon is up. Is Ezreal going to look to take it? He might just solo it. Yeah, he's just going to solo it. Oh no, he's not. What is he? He's just waiting? Okay, it looks like they are going to do it. Yeah, he's doing it now. Let's see. The blue buff respawning for I'm a Hero. Should probably try to get that on Anivia as soon as possible. Not sure where the blue team's trying to go. I guess they're just trying to stick together so that they can ward defensively. Probably would be best. Right now, their only real significant damage is on Misfortune. With that Infinity Edge, Blade of the Ruined King, and the attack speed. Anivia hasn't really bought any major damage yet. Mostly just survivability. Whereas Katarina has finished her Rylai's, has been sitting on that Liandry's Torment for quite a while. Oh wow, Renekton with a GA, Black Cleaver, Warmog, Sunfire Cape. That is one fed gator. He is very powerful right now. He could probably 1v3 at this point. 1v2, 1v3. Whereas Tarek has invested in a Shirelia's and another Locket. So more team items coming out for the purple team. Leona with those GPs. GP10s trying to catch up, but it may be too little too late as they are sieging bottom slowly but surely. They may wait until someone has to split off to defend mid and then go in. They could also posture around and just wait for Baron and then force Baron. And because they were unable to get the blue buff before they got to bottom, Anivia is not going to be able to hold these waves off for long. And she's going to go clear mid, but that's also going to drain her of whatever mana she has left. So, very bad spot right now for I'm a Hero. Purple team looking to close this out. Ezreal is going to try to walk up and hit the tower if he can. Trying to avoid the ult. Renekton, tired of waiting, dives right in, taking a lot of tower damage. The J4 ult comes out. Katarina's going in. Those resets. Oh, the resets. Along with everybody else putting in tons of damage. That is GG. Nice triple kill by Ez. And that is going to be GG. Game 1 going to Geopro. Well played.